Eggs have a history of controversy. For years, they were labeled as a cholesterol threat that endangered health, only for experts to change their stance repeatedly. You might have read articles praising eggs as a perfect protein, then stumbled upon others warning about their potential risks. This back and forth can be confusing, especially as certain eating habits become more important with every passing year. They are a nutrient powerhouse, but they can be harmful if handled the wrong way. That's why it matters to take a closer look at how they fit into daily meals and what mistakes might cause trouble. Picture the daily ritual of cracking open an egg, whisking it in a bowl, then cooking it to make a simple meal. This straightforward routine can be a nourishing option, but overlooking certain details might invite bacteria or introduce too much saturated fat. Eggs can support healthy muscles and steady energy levels. They can also go the other way if cooked with harmful oils or if eaten far beyond what the body really needs. The goal is not to avoid them altogether, but to prepare and store them in ways that preserve their benefits while minimizing risks. Before going further, you are invited to share where you're joining from, and if you find this discussion helpful, a quick like and subscribe would mean a lot to those seeking safe and balanced ways to enjoy eggs. Mistake number 1 is ignoring proper storage. Eggs should rest in the coldest part of the fridge, not in the door where temperatures fluctuate. Placing them in a sturdy container prevents accidental cracks and cross-contamination. You might think eggs are sturdy on their own, but the shell can harbor bacteria if left in warm or unstable conditions. Washing them right before storage can also weaken that protective coating, so it's best to store them as they are and wash only before use. By keeping eggs in a stable, chilled spot, you reduce the risk of bacterial growth and maintain their freshness. Mistake number 2 is overcooking. High heat and prolonged cooking can rob eggs of key nutrients and create rubbery textures that are hard to digest. Scrambling eggs until they are dry or frying them until they brown can also break down delicate vitamins. It's helpful to cook them gently until the whites are firm and the yolks are set to the level you enjoy. For an omelet, a lower flame and a bit of patience keep the texture soft and the flavor rich. This way, you protect the beneficial compounds while making them easier on digestion. Mistake number 3 involves adding too much butter or oil. Butter can add flavor, but using large amounts may raise saturated fat intake beyond healthy levels, especially if your doctor recommends watching cholesterol. Oils high in unhealthy fats, like certain vegetable oils, may also undermine the nutritional benefits. A light coat of olive oil or a small pat of a healthier spread can help manage any stickiness in the pan while keeping added fats under control. You can also experiment with cooking sprays or non-stick cookware to reduce the need for extra grease altogether. Mistake number 4 is turning eggs into a heavy meal every time. Adding bacon, sausage, or cheese can boost flavor, but also bring in excess sodium, saturated fat, and calories. If you turn every egg dish into a meat and cheese feast, the health benefits of the egg itself become overshadowed. Instead, consider pairing eggs with vegetables like spinach or tomatoes. A vegetable-packed omelet or scrambled eggs with mushrooms can offer fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. This approach helps you keep your sodium and fat levels in a better range while still enjoying the protein and taste of eggs. Mistake number 5 is skipping variety in your diet. Eggs can be a staple, but leaning on them for every meal might crowd out other important nutrients. When your plate offers different protein sources such as beans, lentils, fish, or lean poultry, your body gets a broader range of vitamins and minerals. Variety also prevents boredom in your eating routine. Rather than turning eggs into a predictable default, consider how they might fit alongside other healthy choices. By mixing up your meal plan, You keep your nutrition balanced and reduce the chance of getting too much of any single food. Mistake number 6 is relying on eggs that are past their prime. It's easy to forget how long a carton has been in the fridge. Eggs that are too old might not only taste off but also risk contamination. To test freshness, you can place an egg in a bowl of water. If it sinks and stays at the bottom, it's usually fresh. If it tilts upward or floats, it's time to think twice. Checking the expiration date is a good habit, yet simple tests and keen observation can ensure that each egg you crack is still good. Mistake number 7 is forgetting that certain medical conditions might change how many eggs you can handle. If your healthcare professional advice keeping cholesterol lower, it might help to use egg whites more often than whole eggs. If you are trying to manage weight, it can be helpful to track egg-based meals to avoid excess calories from added fats or toppings. You can still enjoy eggs by focusing on moderation, choosing lighter cooking methods, or balancing them with more vegetables. Listening to professional advice helps you tailor egg intake to fit a specific plan for heart health or weight control. Another point to keep in mind is how you combine eggs with other foods during the day. Eggs can be part of a balanced plate, but they should not drown under sauces, gravies, or high-sodium seasonings. Many people like to top them with ketchup or hot sauce, which can introduce extra sugar or salt. Checking labels and using fresh herbs or a small dash of pepper can add taste without going overboard. Being mindful of these small details protects overall health, especially if there is a need to watch blood pressure or manage pre-existing conditions. It also helps to know whether you have any sensitivities or allergies. Some older adults experience digestive discomfort or skin reactions tied to certain foods, and eggs might be one of those triggers. If symptoms like bloating or rashes appear after eating them, keeping a food journal could be a good step. You can track meals and notice patterns. If concerns arise, discussing them with a healthcare provider leads to better understanding of potential sensitivities. This way, you can decide if eggs remain suitable or if changes are necessary to avoid ongoing discomfort. Mistake number 8 is losing sight of portion control. Even if eggs offer protein and essential nutrients, eating too many in one sitting may put a strain on digestion. It can also contribute to excessive calorie intake, especially when paired with fatty or sugary sides. A single egg or 2 per meal may be enough, depending on your personal guidelines and overall diet. By keeping an eye on portions, you can savor eggs regularly without piling on hidden extras. This approach keeps meals well-rounded and easier to track for those watching factors like blood pressure and cholesterol. A final mistake to watch is relying on questionable sources. Local farms or reputable markets usually follow strict guidelines for egg safety. Unregulated street vendors or unclean environments might expose you to eggs that were never refrigerated or handled carefully. Checking packaging for cracks and verifying that eggs come from a trusted supplier prevents many unseen problems. An egg might look normal on the outside, but a compromised shell can invite bacteria. When you choose quality over convenience, you add an extra layer of safety to your meals and avoid the hidden risks that come from unclear origins. Eggs can remain a valuable part of your diet when enjoyed with care and attention. By avoiding these common mistakes, you protect yourself against needless health risks and ensure that every bite stays both wholesome and delicious. You benefit from the protein, vitamins, and minerals that eggs naturally provide, without piling on unwanted additives or skipping vital safety steps. Small adjustments, such as storing eggs correctly, cooking them gently, and pairing them with healthier sides, go a long way toward preserving their nutritional goodness. It can also be helpful to watch portion sizes. Look for trustworthy suppliers And consult with healthcare professionals about how eggs fit into your broader health goals. By taking these steps, you respect your body's changing needs and give yourself the best chance at staying energetic and well. Eggs do not have to be seen as harmful when you prepare them wisely. They can be a simple, adaptable food that supports healthy aging. As you wrap up this discussion, remember that these pointers can help you stay confident in the kitchen and savor every dish with peace of mind. This gentle reminder can truly make each mealtime safer and more satisfying for you.